problem? My
No,
glasses.
you're fine. Oh, let's not mess with this anymore. You're fine. We're on.
Okay.
Boy, Judy does like to make an entrance. All right, let's give it a minute. Good evening, everyone. We're just getting started here. Believe it or not, we almost didn't have Judy. Then I would have been drawing pictures for you.
Wait, well, these go.
And trust me, you won't like those at all. Everything will look like a stick figure. Hello, Dominique. How are you? Good evening, everyone. Susan, how is everyone? All right, 8 p.m. on the dot. And our special guest, welcome back. How long has it been, Judy? A while, right?
A while. Probably 6, 8 months.
Yeah.
Wow. I keep wanting to have you back, but Chris is like, nah, we don't really want her back, do we?
Like
But
she
I
believes
convinced
that.
her. She said
Well,
something. She said you didn't know how to use a camera, but I didn't believe that either. Anyway, good evening. How you been, Judy?
I've been good. Thank you for having me. Am I echoing on your end?
Yeah, that's why we're wearing headphones.
Oh, maybe I'll try that. Give me a second here.
Trust me, this is all going to be worth it later, guys. Just stick with it.
Hey, Laura just finally said she made a live. Yay, Laura.
Hello, Vicky. Hello, Naomi. Cheryl, how are you? We good now?
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Now we can officially start. All right. So you guys haven't watched when we had Judy on before. I met Judy a while ago now, and I was looking through the internet and looking for people to interview on here, and I noticed for the first time for me anyway, I never knew of anybody who did spirit art before. All I saw was that she was offering these readings and she was doing these sketches of the people that she could see during the reading. So I was like, well, that's really interesting. So I reached out to Judy. We talked for a while, the three of us. And Judy has a really kind of interesting background. I know we went over this a couple of times, Judy, but could you, again, just go over briefly your background, your childhood, and if you don't mind?
Sure. I'm still echoing. Darn it. Is it good now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I was. Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of an echo.
Yeah. God, I don't know what's going on here.
Maybe turn down the volume a little bit.
How is it? Are we good now?
I think we're good, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that. So I was born into a very metaphysical family, and my mom was extremely metaphysical, saw dead people and all that, and it was back when things were not acceptable. I'm sorry, is it still echoing?
I don't hear it so much on our end.
No.
Okay, that's fine then. And so I ended up in foster care because back then my dad was Catholic and he didn't believe in this stuff, and he would send her for shock treatments. So when I got into foster care and I was hearing voices and seeing things, they're like, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. So you just kind of bury it, as many people do when they get a little bit older. And I gave up on a scholarship to art school because their people are a little flaky. You know, I thought artists were a little ungrounded. And so I went into dairy science and did that for many
Which
years.
is the next logical jump from artist, of course, to.
Yes, of course.
Flaky artist, not dairy.
I had to be
That's
with
what
cows.
I think of. I think art, milk. Just.
I think cows are cute and fuzzy and grounded.
Okay.
You know, no ghosts there, right? When you're in a barn, it all smells good and.
I get it.
Yeah.
How grounded are they when you're cow tipping now?
You know, I never had much luck with that. Have you tried that? Did it work? The euphemism, I think.
Why would you ever want to hurt a poor cow?
You don't hurt them; they're sleeping.
They're tipping. You're knocking them over.
It's a rite of passage when you're young and you grow up in the farmlands and country. It's like
I kind of
not to do it means you're a nerd.
I thought it was euphemism for drinking in the fields.
Okay. Anyway, sorry to get sidetracked, but we were talking last time and the time before that about your mom did have abilities,
Yeah.
and you were put up for adoption because your mom had some other issues as well as along with the abilities that she had. And when you started showing signs of that, your parents told you
Right.
to kind of not
Told her to ignore it,
yeah
not
to
acknowledge
ignore
it.
them because they were kind of afraid that maybe you were showing signs of something else,
Yes.
right?
I mean, she had mental health issues.
Right.
And who knows, chicken or the egg kind of thing.
Exactly. That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. I
So I
mean,
wasn't
maybe
ever adopted, but I was in foster care with a
okay.
family I spent my whole life with. Um, and so they told me, they just kept saying, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not hearing voices. And that's kind of how I lived that normal life until Halloween in 2009.
Halloween.
I know, it's crazy. In fact, well, Halloween 2009, I called this guy up for energy work session, and he said, "Well, all I have open is Halloween." And I'm sorry, did I say that right? Called him up. He gave me an appointment on Halloween. I went
Okay.
there, and he gave me the session, and in the middle of it, I started seeing dead people, hearing voices, just the whole 9 yards.
Were you freaking out?
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
I would.
Yeah, I was absolutely terrified.
I would think, what are they putting in that milk?
Right. And I did this for fun. I didn't want to I didn't want to be with freaky people. I took a bunch of friends. We were going out for wine afterwards. It was supposed to be fun. So anyway, I had the session, saw all that stuff. I got done, and the guy that gave it to me, I said, "Was it normal?" And he says, "No, that wasn't normal. That wasn't a normal session." He says, "You'll be doing this for a living." And so here I am. Yeah.
Now, from that like time when you said that happened, was that continual? Was that did you know how to control it right away, or was it something that just kind of kept happening until you learned how to?
Yeah, it's a good question. It started that moment when I was having the session, and I went home and closed my eyes to go to sleep, and hundreds of dead people kind of just went marching through
Are
all
you
night.
serious? Is that
Oh
true?
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
it was horrible. And
That
then
didn't
all the
freak you out big time? I'd have been like,
oh, I was out of my mind.
Trauma.
wow.
I was out of my mind. But I didn't have the guy's home number, so it was like a Saturday night, and I had to deal with it.
That reminds me of that movie. I don't know if you ever saw that movie Stir of Echoes where Kevin Bacon gets hypnotized
So,
and it opens up like an ability in him to where he can communicate and see, people who have passed. And I get if that were me, I'd call that guy and be like, shut it off. Whatever you did, shut it off. Did you ever think about doing that or you just
well, I did call him on Monday. Yeah, I'm like, this is not good, and blah,
This
blah.
is
Oh, he
not
said,
what I paid for.
yeah, not what I paid for. It wasn't worth $60. Uh, but he was very reassuring and, told me I wasn't crazy, which was the first time in my life I'd heard that, about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And he became a mentor, and, I guess if it wasn't for working with him, I might have, I don't know. I don't know, either lost my mind or gotten some good downers, or I don't know.
so when did the sketching integrate itself into were you doing readings initially and then you came across the sketching part of it or was it always together?
That's a good question.
Hey, I've got a lot of those. We're
Mhm.
early. We're only 9 minutes in. Her, not so much. Me, Judy,
You
I'm.
guys are the perfect pair.
I just duck a lot.
On the good side, Chris, not the bad stuff. So, oh, uh, I guess I kept doing the paintings, and I was getting into this spiritual side, and I opened an office and was teaching classes or having teachers come in and learning. And then one of my teachers, mentors, said to me, "You're going to be drawing this stuff," and I'm like, "I have no idea." So I did start trying to draw spirit. Like I'd look at you and I'd see a spirit with you and I'd draw it. But as they flash in and out so quickly, it's really hard to remember how a nose or a lip looks. And it was extremely painful to do. Like it was just so frustrating. So I was sitting in my studio one day, and I was doing a session for someone that had sent it through the internet, and I was very frustrated, and I was yelling at my guides and God and whatever, and saying, "I don't want to do this. This is, miserable. And if you want me to do this, you got to figure it out. It's got to get easier." And so I heard a little voice say, "Put the pencil down." So I put it on the paper and just went like this, back and forth, and there was a face. And so that was it.
Wow. Did you
Yeah.
ever kind of do that? I mean, like we talked about this before. If I had a friend like you, I'd be like, "Hey, come on over and let's hang out, watch a movie together." But you'd be drawing all night because I'd be
He'd
like,
be
"Do that
handing
one,
you a
do
pad
that
and
one,
pencil.
do that one." Do you get a lot of friends that do that to you?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Yes, they're not friends anymore, John. Get it?
wow.
No, I'm kind of kidding, but if you were scrubbing toilets all day and you go to a friend's house and like, "Would you scrub my toilet?" Like, oh my God, it's so
How she used the
tiring.
scrubbing toilet analogy for
Very
me.
appropriate.
Yeah, I've been
Very
kind to her the
appropriate.
whole time.
I am so with it. Very appropriate.
I'm the
Yeah.
scrubbing
So
toilet guy all of a sudden.
you're the toilet guy.
Thank you.
Tiny ball man.
So, so what we're gonna do? We've done this before, and we had a great time doing this before. And Judy does all the hard work, of course. We do have two people that are going to be on tonight, and Judy is going to do. I don't know what you call the regular reading where you do the sketch. Is that just called spirit art
I call
reading?
it spirit art. I don't know what else to call it.
And then she's going to do a
Perfect.
past life reading as well for somebody else that we have lined up for a little bit later. Any of you other guys, if you, after we do this, and if you have any questions just in general, or if you want to book a reading with Judy, I'll read the comments to her. She can ask her whatever you want to ask her. But I recommend that you do this because we've done this now, what, 3 times, I think?
Oh
two,
my
3
God,
times.
yes. It's amazing every
And
single time.
we like getting
Thank you.
free stuff from people, and Judy just does this for free.
Because I like you guys.
Well, we appreciate that.
Somebody is asking right out of the gate. Laura wants to know where you're located.
East Aurora, New York.
Yeah, we wanted Judy to come to our psychic fair and, of course, the expo, but she's just way too far from us. You're like, what, 5 hours from us or
Longer.
more?
I'm south of Buffalo by about 30 minutes.
Oh my God, that is far. We've been up that way.
That's a ways.
Yeah, that is too far.
I
But
mean,
it'd be cool if you could ever come to the expo. We'd love to have you, and people would. I'm sure they would come. I would definitely do that. I think, I don't know if we did that with us. I think we did the past life, or did we?
No.
Oh.
I don't think you guys have had anything done.
Well, that would be good if
No.
you could do the two of us one time. Maybe
Yep.
that'll be another show down the road.
You should, yeah, to take advantage of
I
your
wonder
show.
if I was ever rich in my past life. I wonder if, I don't really believe in past lives, but that's me. But I wonder if there was ever a multiverse version of me that was rich. And I wonder how far I got to go to come back around to that one again.
Life's not over yet.
There you go. I wonder where am I in that line where I jump back up to that top rich life again?
Crystal's crossing her fingers.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Crystal
listen to me anyway.
real
She's
quick
reading
said,
comments.
I am. Judy did spirit art on me at one of your lives, and she said that when she went back with a picture and showed her mother said it looked like one of the cousins.
Hey?
Oh, okay. Cool.
So some validation there.
I would love
Yay.
to book with her. She's not going to be at the expo. That's what we're saying. Maybe down the road, Judy will take the trip and come. But you can book a reading with her.
Yeah, somebody was asking
privately.
if you do Zoom or anything like that.
Yeah, I'd say 80 to 90% of my work is Zoom or MP3.
Yeah. So you can, we'll give you all her information and we'll tell you how to contact her. I recommend it to everyone because it's definitely, it's interesting. I've never seen anything
They're going to
like
get
that
to see
before
it
with the drawing. So
you're going to be amazed.
we're going to start after building it up for 15 minutes. We have our friend Donna. Now, Donna, I'm going to bring Donna on and then I'm going to take us off. All right, Judy?
Okay.
So don't mess with your camera, please.
Well, I'm going to have to switch it to the drawing.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Okay.
I know you know what you're doing.
Well, you really don't?
I'm just telling people that. All right, hold on a minute. I'm adding Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hello.
It's
There's
great to see
Donna.
you.
Donna, Judy, Donna.
Hello. Hi, John. Hi,
Hi.
Chris. Hi, Judy.
Hi, Donna.
So
Hello.
we're going to. Should we stay on, Judy? Or you want it to just be you and her? Do you concentrate
I
better
think
when
it's
it's you
better
and
for
her?
just the two of
It
them.
All right,
would be better with just
I'm going to
Donna.
remove us.
Okay.
Hopefully, we can come back on.
Thank you.
Okay, Donna.
Hi, I'm
So
excited.
good. Yay, me too. I'm going to take this white pencil and put it on a black piece of paper and run it back and forth, and a face will come in, kind of like an old Polaroid used to.
Okay.
And I'll be describing the bits and pieces of the face, which won't matter much to you, but it's to kind of keep the energy flowing and point out the areas of the face that you can compare next to the photograph.
Oh, good.
I get everything by visuals, not by words in my head. So it's just going to be looking at the drawing and talking about what I get. All
Great.
right. So I'm going to
Okay.
switch the camera over. Give me just a second. And hopefully this works because I've had camera trouble today. Ooh. Nope. Work. Yikes. But my echo is a plus. Oh, there we go. Okay. Bear with me.
Can't wait to see who comes in for a visit.
It is a little bit like walking up to a party, and whoever shows up is who you capture.
Okay.
Okay, hang on 1 second. I got to get some light on this, I think, for you. Bear with me just a second. Oh, well. Okay, that's what we have. Okay. So I'm just going to go back and forth here. And there's someone there. Okay, they're very interesting the way they're coming in. I can actually see their eyes quite well.
Okay.
Usually they aren't that great about showing us their eyes. They're kind of more general than that. But this one's doing a great job. So she might have been into this, or she might have had some really strong beliefs in her like spiritual path.
Okay.
She might have worn glasses or had eye bags because I see a line under her eye.
Right.
And I do feel like it's probably female. Really nice eyes. I want to draw her twice just to let her come in again and clarify details.
Okay.
She had kind of a shorter nose. It wasn't long and skinny, it was short and kind of a rounded end.
Okay.
She's got a little smile, which I usually don't bother with. So this is kind of nice. Kind of like having your picture taken. And if the photographer doesn't say smile, you don't bother. So let me just go right below and draw again here. Okay. She was kind of a smaller faced woman, I would say. Some people have long, skinny faces. Some people have faces that are more compact. And that's what I have here is compact face. Gender can be a little tricky because I'm going by what she looks like. So I'm calling it a she. But it's a small possibility it could be a he. It's just like there's hair here that's, to me, more female.
Okay.
And she had wide, almond-shaped eyes. and a wider mouth, and the line from the like through the mouth was longer than just the lips. Like most of us, our mouth is just as long as our lips. Um, what else can I say about her? I feel like she passed a little early, um, so probably not like 95 in a nursing home. Like or either that or she was quite vibrant before she passed. And her personality was, I'd say, pretty pleasant, um, not confrontational, more, well, hang on just a second here. Agreeable. I'd say she was pretty agreeable. Like when you said something, she'd probably say, "Oh yeah, I can see that," or "Yeah, it looks like that to me too."
Okay. Did you say in 95 about then she passed?
No, I said I don't think she was 95 in a nursing home, meaning very
Oh,
old.
don't. Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get. Yeah, you're right.
Is this like a sister or a mom?
Well, I'm thinking of two people. My mother, who died pretty early, and a friend's sister who died recently. Like,
Okay. When I drew the first one, it felt like a mom energy.
okay.
Um,
Yeah, she reminds me of my girlfriend's sister, the way you drew her.
Interesting.
The first one.
Yeah,
She had curly hair, and it looks like you made curly hair.
yeah.
And she had that type of shape of face, and she did have big brown almond shaped eyes. Yep.
Okay. Does she have kids?
Did she what?
Did she have children?
None.
No. She's got like a very kind maternal energy. Is kind
Yeah,
of what it is.
she was. We called her Sitsi, which means aunt in Italian. And what happened is she just adopted, so to speak, every child that was like a relative, a cousin, not even my daughter. She just acted like they were her children.
Oh yeah,
Loved them to death.
totally makes sense. Yep. So she's definitely with you. And let me see if there's got a little message here.
Okay.
Okay. So she's doing really well. Happy. She's showing me kind of like a library with books,
Okay,
and
makes
I feel like
sense.
she's okay. Um, kind of enjoying her time, getting some either reading in or the energy of that place really sets well with her. She enjoys it. Um, she is, I feel, surrounded by a lot of people. So whether she had a big family or just a lot of connections, she's a connector and she loves people and they love her. So
Yeah,
she's very social.
right.
Uh,
Describes her very well.
okay.
Now,
Well, it's
can I ask you a question?
sure.
The library. It kind of makes sense, but do you have anything more about that? Like,
Okay, let me see if she'll give me something.
okay.
It works really well when it flows down from them, but not so much when you're asking up. If that
Oh, I
makes sense.
see.
But let me ask. All I can see with that, I get like a black and brown something in this library. I can't tell what it is that she's showing me. So
Hmm.
it could be a particular book or a shelf or something in it.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'll see if she's got anything else here. Okay, there's a boy or there's a male she's talking about,
Yes.
and I feel like it has to do with you. Um,
Okay.
she's just sending love and support to this male. I feel like it needs that love and support. And there's something about like you and this person, this guy. Um, so if it's her relative or friend or yours, it's kind of a greeting of her support for that person. If you could pass that along.
I will. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay. Uh, I think that's what I've got for you, Donna.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm
Nice.
trying to figure out
No,
why we're frozen. I don't know what's going on. Hold on a minute. Donna, I'm going to take you off.
Okay.
Thanks for everything, Donna. Thanks for being patient with the whole thing.
Oh, thanks. It was good.
All right. All right. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Why are we frozen? Judy, where'd you go? Now Judy's gone. I don't know where Judy went, and we're frozen. I think we're off. Not frozen on my end.
There
You're
we go.
back. Okay,
Now
we're back. Judy's not back, though.
We got to get Judy back.
Judy got to get back. Where are you, Judy? I think Judy's conjuring something over there. Judy, I don't know where you are. She's not there. No, she's not there. All right, we'll wait until Judy gets back. You guys can see us, though, right?
Well, that was interesting.
Keeps buffering, John. Yes, we're back. Okay, everybody sees us. Yeah, we are kind of lagging. I see us over here.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi, but we're having a little wonky time now. Anyway, we're waiting for Judy to come back. First one was pretty good. Again, Donna was really patient. Donna, we were working with Donna to get on here. Patricia, you could come on, get in the studio, so when Judy comes back, we can have you ready to go. I can hear and see you. Okay, good.
Good.
I don't. Maybe it was a combination of all three. I don't know, being on there, or her using her other camera. But Judy, if you're watching, come back.
Click on and see if.
She's not. I would see it. Not there. I'm gonna kick her from the studio. Just wish she got to come back. All right, we'll see what happens with Judy. Judy, if you're watching, come back on. But that was pretty good right off the bat. I enjoy. I'm going to pop these out because I don't need them right now. I enjoy watching Judy. You know, initially I'm watching and I'm listening and I'm kind of trying to gauge. What was it, Donna?
Yeah.
Donna's reaction. Oh, there we go. She's back. Or is that Patricia? Hold on. Let me see who's back. Oh, they're both back.
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, Judy. All right, Judy. You're killing me.
I feel like I ran a race.
Wow. What is
I've
going
been back
on
here
here?
running to get back.
What is going on here? We have never had this many Wi-Fi troubles. All right, now everybody can see us. We were going over the Donna reading. Now, she seemed pretty happy with that, and the fact that, isn't it strange that, you know, first you were kind of like a motherly, you know, person kind of coming through, and then what did she say was her friend's sister?
Yeah.
You want
Isn't
she's
that
still
weird?
back there if you want her to talk about.
Yeah, but you know what she said is she said this woman was known for being a mother to tons
Exactly.
of kids.
I picked up on that, but isn't it weird how, like, I don't know how long ago she passed. We could probably ask Donna that at another time, but she said it was fairly recent, right?
Yeah, she's still backstage.
Or
I think.
talking
Yeah,
to
go
me.
ahead.
You want to bring Donna back on and ask her?
I'm just saying. I would like get it right from her.
Here we go. Donna, no, Donna's gone.
No, she's right there.
Oh, there she is. Hold on, Donna. I'm bringing you back.
Okay.
All right, Donna. There you are.
Hi.
So how long ago did your friend, was it your friend's sister?
Correct. And
How-
she just recently, which is kind of odd, I think, because I think it takes them a while to communicate, but she's right there. And it was, what is it, April 16th or so.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's unusual.
Yeah, and interesting to note, the second picture looked like my mother.
The second one.
Huh.
The first one looks like this woman named Maria. That's my girlfriend's sister, my friend's sister.
It can happen that when I do it twice, especially lately, someone else slips in.
Yeah.
So it's like my gatekeepers maybe getting tired. I don't know, but supposed to be twice with the same person, but once in a while I get a slip in.
We are gonna have to charge you double for that, though, Donna. I'm sorry.
Okay. Sure.
I'm adjusting my bill as we speak here.
Anything to get a message from the other side.
So, what did you think of it overall, Donna?
Excellent. No, it's great because there's nothing short of what she said that isn't true. And the library kind of doesn't make sense, but it does. Her sister worked in a library.
Oh, isn't that
My
weird?
friend that's alive.
Oh, so
Oh,
the
okay.
one. See, that's kind of strange too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Maybe she's
deceased.
pointing it about her.
But maybe she was kind of alluding to that to kind of validate, like, yeah, it's me.
Tie it
It's me.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she might be in the library when your sister's working.
Well, actually, her sister's retired, but
Okay. Yeah. Well, then maybe she was doing it. Maybe that was kind of alluding to that to give us a little more clues. And
Yeah.
I might have skipped that part.
Or
I
to
might have
just
missed that
verify
part.
that it's her. Hey, I'm
It's-
going to give
yeah,
you
I think it
something so you
verified.
really know it's me and not, Isn't
right.
that weird though? Two spirits came through.
Aren't
Right.
you special, Donna?
Great.
Aren't you glad you stuck with us through the frustration
Yes.
and we got it worked out?
Yeah, I was nervous. Worked out great.
But see what I mean about Judy, Donna? I mean, she's pretty good. I mean, we've done this,
Thank you.
I don't know how many times, and
She's hit it
yeah,
every
I
time.
mean,
Nice.
Every
Thank
time.
you.
all right, Donna, I'm gonna put you off again.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Thanks
Donna.
again, Donna. Appreciate it.
All right, appreciate it.
Bye, Donna.
So, is it unusual, like we were talking about, for her friend's sister? What, a month?
April.
It is. If I had to say there's a pattern, I would say they can come in early, and then it's hard to get them for a while. And then after about a year, they're really usually pretty good.
So does it usually take that long for?
About a year. Well, I say 6 months to a year.
Wow,
Yeah.
isn't that weird? Now, what do you think is going on all that time? Are they in processing? Wherever?
Yeah, I think they're transitioning. I always
Yeah.
say they're finding their sea legs. I just feel like it takes time to process and then find how to communicate.
Yeah, because we were talking. This is a whole side thing, but we were talking to another person who does what we do, and he was like, every time I try to communicate, and I have what I think is interaction with the other side, he said, they always say that they have something to do. They have something to do that they can't keep, I guess, engaging.
Yeah.
Is there stuff to do?
Yeah.
And the beyond? Is it
yeah.
the afterlife? Is there a whole nother life existence going on there?
Yeah, I believe, and I experience that with spirit, that it just goes on. I think it's a little easier than here. I think
God,
here's
it better
kind of
be.
tough. But we don't have a body, so we have to worry about car tires and roofs and health and all
Yeah,
kinds
I
of
mean,
stuff, right? Yeah.
but it is a really, really like different concept. We were watching this movie. I love this movie. It's called The Invention of Lying. Ricky Gervais, whatever his name is. He lives in a universe where you can't lie, and he invents lying. He tells a lie. His mom is passing away, and everybody's being like real because they're honest. They're just like, yeah, you're gonna die. Nothing else happens. This is it. And he sees she's upset and crying, and he tells her, he makes up heaven. Tells
Make her feel good.
When you go, everyone gets a mansion, and everyone's happy. And he makes up like this whole existence. And again, you think, is there a quote unquote afterlife where it's just like, I think of it almost as like another dimension, like another plane of existence where we go, and that's the dream for me. I mean, I may have to spend some time in purgatory before I find the.
That's if you make it there.
But do you find that that's what they talk about when you communicate with spirits? Is there ever any kind of, this is what, again, I ask every medium this, is there any kind of indication of what it is like there?
Yes, they don't spend a lot of time on that when I do readings, but they'll talk about work they're doing or a role they're playing or their interests. And so between that and, I love John Weiss, if you ever read his books and those types of things. Between that work and those books, it's like I have no doubt that people have really rich lives.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if, again, like her and I wonder if, does that continue in the afterlife as well.
I
Or
think it's
couples.
a different form, something we can't comprehend.
Well, I've been with you 30 years. I'd like to think maybe if I had an option. No.
You can have all
Congrats.
the options you want here and now. and
30
have
years.
there.
I'm joking.
But like,
Congratulations.
Yeah, we've been together a long time. Since we were 24.
Wow.
well, I was 25. You were 25.
Wait, I'm only 34, so that's.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's like
Time
when
warp.
I always say that when my daughter passed, I say to people, but her and I connection, our love for each other has not changed. It that doesn't go away. It never goes away. It still ties you together. So even when the time comes and I pass, I do believe that connection, that tie, that bond is drawn back together. That's what I believe in.
Yeah, I believe that too. I believe relationship is forever.
Yeah.
So I don't, but I feel when we pass, it's not duality. Like it doesn't have to be just two people. It's multiple connections of love and not
The
jealousy.
collective.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that too.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out what that means. I got a different picture in my head than I think what you're
Oh,
talking
You're
my
about.
thinking multiple
Lord.
girlfriends? Not what I'm talking about.
Next is our friend Patricia. She is going to do the past life reading. We definitely got to do the. I don't know.
I'm afraid to
I
find
don't know
out.
which one you would want to do. I mean, it didn't matter to me if you wanted to do the past life and I do the other one, or you want to do the other one and I do the past life. Either or.
We'll figure that out. Let's get.
I just don't want to be depressed about my past life. I don't want to find out that I was like
Then it's decided.
the guy cleaning the staples. And,
We can ask for a happy one. How's that?
Can you
There you
dial
go.
that up? Is it possible?
Well, I can ask. Usually they are very kind about
You got to go through the Rolodex and see if there's one in there. Yeah, let's do that one. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Let me see if Patricia's back there. Where are you? There she is, waving away.
There she is.
Here comes trouble. Here
Oh
comes
my
trouble.
God.
Hey, Patricia.
Here comes
You look
trouble.
lovely.
The scariest part is being on camera. That's it.
Why is that? Come on, we're all friends.
You're beautiful.
Patricia. You know that.
Oh, thank you, Judy. Nice to meet you
Nice to meet
Thank
you,
you
Patricia.
to-
Thank you for
for
volunteering.
doing this.
So you know, Patricia, that this is a past life reading. Right?
Okay.
And
Okay.
we're gonna leave, and hopefully we don't get the wonky Wi-Fi stuff when we go.
Okay.
That seemed to happen when we were gone.
Let's see.
If it does, we'll check back in, and hopefully it'll be fixed. But we're gonna leave now,
Okay.
and maybe come back, maybe not.
See you soon.
Hi, Patricia. Okay. So, have you ever had a reading before?
Not for past life.
Okay, but you've had readings, so you kind of know how that.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm just going to tap into your past, one of your past lives, and I'll sketch it on paper, and then
Okay.
I'll start describing some bits and pieces of it that may
Mhm.
correlate to this lifetime. Okay.
Okay.
I have a little camera issue, so I'm doing something a little different. I'm gonna have to grab this one
This is.
and put it where it needs to go. So don't get dizzy.
I was born dizzy, so that's good.
Okay. Got to figure out how to clamp it in here. Let's see if that works. Well, it is giving me a little trouble here. There we go. Okay, so just give me just a second. I'm going to get a pencil here. Okay, I'm going to take a minute just to tap in and see what comes up, okay?
Mhm.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so I get the funniest past life. I feel like you're, the guides are kind of having a lot of fun tonight. Let me draw it first, and then we'll talk about it. Okay.
Okay.
So you can see you're a guy, I think, with this beard.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of running out of a little bit of the paper here, but okay. So you're this farmer, and I feel like you were in south of the U.S. and you farmed peanuts. So let's see what comes up here.
Okay.
Okay. So no, you need an eyeball. Hang on a second. Okay, so there's this visual that I got of you, and it feels like Georgia. I really don't know where peanuts are farmed. I'm assuming it's, Georgia, maybe Florida, Alabama. I have no idea, but it feels to me like Georgia, where this particular life was. I'm gonna flip the camera. Okay, this is
Mhm.
this is the pic, and just easier to talk to you and when I am looking at you. Okay, and hang on a second. Technical stuff really gets me every time. Okay, a little tilted, a little crooked. Okay. Anyway, Patricia.
Hello.
So here we are. There's the guy.
Okay.
There's
All right.
you. I feel like this was probably quite a ways ago. I would say 120, 150 years ago. And I see you as this peanut farmer. You're kind of in the middle of nowhere. You got your farm, you've got your house, you've got a hat that's got like little holes in it. You're not worried about how you look. You're not worried about anything about you. Well, I know the total opposite of now.
No. I'm not high maintenance. Trust me.
but there's probably something here for you in that. We'll see. So the visual they gave me is that you were very quite happy, and you were kind of doing your thing. The sun's shining upon you. That's all you really cared about, was being out amongst the plants under the sun amongst these peanuts for some reason. And the peanuts were not a big seller. Like, you weren't making millions.
Right.
They show me a house in the background, and I feel like your spouse was in the house, waiting for the money to come in. And I drew a little picture of the the chimney falling off the house. And
That's about right.
there's a hole in the roof, so that was all exaggerated a little bit by spirit, I think. But I feel in this lifetime, it was a lifetime in which you really, really learned what was important to you and what was not. And you did not really allow others to change that for you. So even though on the outside it looks like poverty, and people might have said, he's John's poor. I'm using John as just a guess. I don't know what your name was. You think he'd do something different or whatever. I feel like you lived very near and dear to your heart in this lifetime. And it was one of the lifetimes that you'd been working up to in which you stood in your own self and your own power. I get almost like a little Jimmy Carter kind of feel in this lifetime you were, not just because of the peanut farming, but because you had this feeling or this persona of caring for others, caring for your plants, yourself, your family, and not buying into, like the more ego-based stuff. I feel like you brought that into this world, and it was, yep. So it was a lesson you've already learned and already mastered. And when you came into this world, it's like, I've got that. It's me. I don't feel like you're ever going to have to learn that lesson again. I feel you've had other lifetimes where it was kind of hard won to learn that. But you know how when you go through school and you learn something, you don't learn it once, they go through it 6 months later, and maybe the next school year they might touch on it. I do feel like that's what you've been doing for a number of lives, is learning to live what gives you joy and not forget about, you have to pay the rent or mortgage or whatever, but forget about, what it looks like on the outside or what anybody else says. I also feel like when you came in this lifetime, it took you a little while to remember that.
Yes.
But when you remembered it, you really remembered it and lived it. And
Yes.
so you can check that box off. You're done with that whole thing. Not going to have to go through this again. This lifetime was kind of hard physically. Like, I feel like you had arthritis in your hips and all this, I feel achy as you got older, and not really the resources to just lay back on a bed all day. But I don't feel like you had any regrets. I feel like your family was close, your kids were close. Even your wife in this life was just beside herself with wanting things better and more money, but she loved you for you. And in the end, you're the one that kind of not won, but won the gift of life, I guess, to have family and connection, and not just a bunch of nice carriage horses and carriages. So that's how that past life was for you. Kind of nice one.
Well, that was pretty cool because
it's me from your past life, Patricia.
That's kind of like that.
When I come by and say hello, it's been what, 150 years?
Wait, aren't you supposed to be a baseball player or something else?
He's a lot of things.
That's the past life next to me. That was another guy that you were back 200 years ago.
Judy, a lot of that felt that rang true for me. And I honestly think whoever I was then, I'm finally coming back around to now.
Oh, very good.
I honestly, when you were drawing, I just finished mowing the grass today. I just finished weeding my vegetable garden, and I actually have peanut plants in my from last year. I'm not kidding. From last year.
Every time I see you, Patricia, I'm gonna have peanuts in my pocket. I'm gonna hand you a few.
I knew you were going to tell me you love peanuts. I knew something about peanuts was going to come up when I did this.
Honestly,
it was peanuts with her.
It was an experimental crop. I mean, I thought, oh, okay, Home Depot selling peanut plants, and I picked up a few. But today is the day I was weeding the garden, and I thought, gee, I wonder about these peanuts, because I never dug them up or, I never put them on a table, right? But that's very interesting. That's
we always knew you were nuts, Patricia.
I was half right.
You guys get me.
You had a special tool, so maybe you can find that to dig up your peanuts. He's digging.
I think I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to dig into the dirt and see if anything came of it. I'm sure the chipmunks got to it, but also being the South speaks to me, even though, you know, I don't travel there or anything like that. I think some part of my heritage comes from there. And yeah, that was all very, and honestly, yeah, I'm not a big money person. I'm not a high maintenance person.
Nope.
And there are, you know, there were times in my past that I thought, you know, I'm living in a fixer-upper. It's not good enough. I can't have people over. Of course, I board dogs. That's part of it. But I'm at a point in my life where that's all changing. So as you were talking about all this, I was like, wow, whoever I was then is coming back. I'm realizing the lessons of those times, and to the point where I was tearing up. So that's pretty cool.
Aw.
Very cool.
That's pretty cool. Thank you.
Well,
That was great
Patricia,
working with you, Patricia.
I hope you enjoyed it.
Wait a minute before you
I
take
did.
her off. I do want to say something to you, Patricia, before you go. Don't
Yes.
doubt yourself, because you're a pretty awesome person to be around. You're fun.
You're a pretty cool nut.
Wait, let me do one of John's hearts.
All right, Patricia, we'll talk to you later. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Who knew
Okay,
that
fun.
I was Patricia in a past life? I'm watching that picture. I'm like, hey, that guy looks familiar. So, Judy, people are asking, how do they get in touch with you? How do they get a reading from you? What kind of readings do you offer? Do the whole thing.
Okay, so I offer regular readings, which is quite common, without a drawing. Spirit art, which is people who have past life, which I don't think I have on my website. You just have to ask for it. Spirit guides, spirit animals. I do some coaching for people too. And if you go to Judy Hartke, HARTKE.com, there's a scheduling link, or you can text me at 716-462-9174.
Well, let's do the judyhartke.com first. It's HARK, no, HART.
KE, yeah.
TKE. Oh, geez. You can tell who the real peanut farmer was here.
How did you pull that hat out of there so fast?
Hey,
That's mine.
props.
Oh,
And he was teasing me about, I found that corn. That's an old corn cob
Oh, Chris,
pipe that I found. And I
And what was that number again, Judy?
716-462-9174.
Hold on. 462 9174.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Don't ask her for a refrigerator.
and just the funny part, like he's dressed like this, but we were at the shore yesterday, and a guy actually approached us on a bench and asked if he was Aaron Rodgers.
Really?
Yes.
Because I have my hair in a ponytail. I might have been him in a past life or a future life. I'm still working that out. Somebody was asking about, I didn't know you could switch sexes in your past life. Is that common?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's my belief we maybe gravitate towards one or the other, but yeah, I think we need to see both sides, right?
Really? I don't think I've ever
I mean,
heard
how
that
could you?
before.
I mean, it makes sense when you think about it. How could you get the full picture if you're just as one?
I don't think I need the full picture. I'm kind of happy.
Oh, I think
I'm
you
happy in
do.
this special.
I think you do.
I'd rather be a peanut farmer myself, like Patricia. Again, judyhartke.com, HARTKE.com. I definitely recommend. And tell them about the photos as well. Did they get those if they get a reading, if you're doing the spirit art? How does that work?
Yep. If you're out of the area, I'll send the digital picture. And if you want the full picture, then for $10, I send it out. So yep, get the picture too. Yeah.
You're pretty busy, right? I mean, you're doing.
I'm pretty busy. Yeah. I have no complaints. Yeah.
I mean, you got to come to Jersey and come to Work Convention one time. We got to work
It'd
that
be nice
out.
just to visit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we got to work that out because I think people would love, because people are asking why you're doing it. How do I become involved in this? How do I get this? And I said, we'll have her do it for free at least 10 more times. If you want to wait.
And you guys are taking up one of them, so it's
I'm
going to be a
kidding.
while.
I'm kidding. No, I would definitely recommend reaching out to her and getting a reading because, again, I'm always impressed when we do this.
Always. I mean, you seem to be hitting. I mean, who knew? You don't even know who these people are. You have no idea who we're going to
No.
put in front of you. It's all cold,
Am I
and
barefoot?
here she's got peanuts in her backyard, and she's gardening and doing what she's doing, and then you're talking about a librarian, and you had no idea
I
what
know,
Donna,
that's
and like it's
crazy.
like
Crazy.
yeah, you're knocking out of the park every time we have it on here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
I got to
you,
say the
Judy.
peanut. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, good.
Oh. No, I was going to say the peanut thing was hilarious because in my mind I'm thinking, oh, she's got peanuts. She likes peanuts or something with peanuts.
Now,
She's like, "Yeah,
when you're doing that, like you were like laughing, saying, "Oh my God, you know, you're the guides or whatever." Do you get like an image of the whole surrounding and the person and all that stuff when you're kind of tapping
No.
into that?
No, I have ADHD, I think. It has to be very linear. So they show me a snapshot and I draw the snapshot.
Oh, really?
And then I get a vibe of everything. Like I could tell everyone, the powers that be, were in a good mood and they're joking around. We're all joking around. It was just a good time and kind of
So it's just a quick image. You don't really get like a vision of Patricia, peanut farmer, in that environment doing whatever.
It's like a photograph of her in that environment.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's pretty cool. That's yeah. Hold on one
There you
second.
go.
Oh, be back.
I don't know what she's doing.
Do your thing. I'll be right back.
All right. Well,
Okay.
again, go to see how she does. Am I supposed to wait for you?
No.
Oh, she's trying to do something funny, so you're gonna have to hold on for that.
No, I didn't. Was it? That's just your John McGinnis.
She's gonna ruin the whole thing with her.
No, I'm not.
I had to do something, so she had to tell
No,
me. so she could see.
John McGinnis came on here and said that John, are you barefoot? And is it the whole banjo thing? I'm not going to turn him on, but there you go.
That was her Valentine's gift for me last year.
Very
I
nice.
don't even know how he turns on. That's how bad I am.
You're
Anyway,
a serious romantic.
it's fitting. Trust me, very fitting. Anyway, thank you, Judy, so much for doing
Thank
this. We
you.
really appreciate you coming on and doing this again. You know, and I do recommend if you did see it and you liked it. How the readings are shorter, longer? Do you do various?
I do
times?
half hour to an hour.
Okay, and that's for both with the.
Yep.
Okay.
And there were a lot of people on here that wanted to say, oh, we want to be a part of this. We want to do this. I want past life. So now you guys, we put on there where you can contact her, reach out to her, and you can do it from there because, you know, you can't depend. As you can see, it's only one person for this one, and that's
Yeah, that's all we could fit in an hour. And
Yeah.
poor Judy, she's been good enough to do this for us a few times now. And
I always enjoy you guys are.
that's what I mean. We love having you on. That's why it's
I
been a
love being
while,
on.
and I'm like, God, I got to reach out to Judy. I wonder if she'd be willing to come.
We've
on
been
again.
talking about you. Do your ears ever burn? Because we do talk,
My ears
we talk
burn all the
about you a lot. We
could be good or bad.
always talk about how much we enjoy you and how much that, my God, we got to bring her back on. We always like to try to bring back people that we really like.
Well,
I
you
am
guys
cur-
make it very easy, so thank you. I know when I'm doing this, it's just going to go very easy, except for all this technical stuff. That was very interesting.
That's life.
I
Yeah.
am curious about the past life thing. I got to do that one. I got to see.
But
I'm
you-
almost afraid of what I was in a past life, like whatever she's going to tap into. I don't know.
she's
I don't-
going to
I don't
draw
know
a
if it's
straight
something cool or not.
jacket. And
I like it to be
Pilot
something cool,
room.
but I think it's going to be something.
We'll ask for a really nice, happy one. How's that?
All right. I got a feeling it's not going to be that good, though, and it'll depress me even more.
oh
so
my
maybe we
God,
should-
that's a horrible thing. You're such a pessimistic guy.
Anyway, thank you, Judy.
Thank
Have a
you.
good
Thank
night.
you.
We'll talk
Take
to you
care.
soon.
Bye bye.
All right. So, as promised, Judy Hartke, that is H-A-R-T, Hart, K-E, hartkey.com. Judy, this is probably the third or fourth time she's been on. here.
Yeah.
She's knocked it out of the park every time we've done this. And I love watching what she does and the reaction of people. And again, if you were one of the people that were read, Patricia or Donna, if you reach out to us or reach out to Judy, I'm sure she would take a digital snapshot of that picture
send it to
that she
you.
drew and send it to you. What are you going to say?
That just that, you know, you guys, this was a small demonstration. Like she said, she does half-hour sessions and it can get involved and stuff and more information and she's connecting one-on-one and we're not involved and like it's just a whole different thing. So anyone that came on that was like, oh, we want to be a part of it. This was all planned ahead of time. This was not picked out tonight.
these people reached out to me right away when I
Yeah,
announced
when
it
you
the
announced
first
it a
time.
while, yeah, when John had announced it. So again, a while ago, and that's what, following in the first one that John, I saw John, how, because somebody had said, how do you get picked? As soon as John announces it, and the first two people that come in, boom, and then it's done. So again, go to her website, look her up, call her. She is amazing. And the energy with one-on-one, she'll probably be able to give even more details. So thank you guys for joining us tonight for this. And you're going to be doing.
Well, we'll be back Sunday night to talk about the Centenary University event that we're doing Saturday night. First one with you guys that they're letting people that follow us and that have bought tickets. That'll be the first time we do it. So we'll do a wrap up of that, and anybody who wants to come on that was there is welcome to come on. And then next week we'll be back doing this sort of thing with the animal communicator. That's the one I'm looking forward to, because I think that is, again, for me, that is way out there. But we have 2 people picked out for that already, and I guess they're going to show pictures of their animals or hold their animals up, and the animal communicator is going to speak to them, I guess, and talk about. I don't know. It should be fun.
It's just another territory that we haven't stepped into.
Yeah, well, no, we've done it before, but this will be with the
with the actual animals, we haven't done it, so that'll be really cool.
All right, guys.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, y'all.
Please be safe.
I can talk like them too.
Stay healthy, and please be kind to one another. Good night.
Night, guys.